Finally going to get a real desktop instead of messing with this older MacBook. All right, and we are live. Welcome everybody to the Chronic Cast, and got the Duck here and the Gorilla. This is intended for a mature audience, 18 and above. We talk about all things from smoking to conspiracies to you name it. They're just good old vibes and hanging out. But like I said, this is intended for a mature audience. Both of us reside in a legal, recreational, and medical state for cannabis. All right. Thank you, guys. Enjoy the show.
And all conspiracy theories are stoner speculation.
Exactly. Yeah, we're not like full in on a bunch of stuff or anything. We're not those wackos, are we?
No, we're not. We don't got to board up with all the lines or anything else connecting and shit like that. It's off the cuff.
Yeah, we tiptoe
For
on
damn
the
sure.
edge.
Dude, the poll I shot out for the Chronic Cast. I can't believe UFOs. I can't believe how many people are buying this damn distraction of the UFOs.
I can't believe I didn't see that damn post this morning when you posted it. I don't know why the hell. Dude, my ex, I just got a new phone too, and I was able to get back in my DMs and everything showed up after I reinstalled everything. So my phone was just going wacky.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
It's X has so many issues sometimes. Sometimes it'll work perfect, and then there's other days it's like, okay, I like you today. I'm gonna make sure your stuff gets seen today.
Yeah.
Out of 3 months, yeah, I think we can do that.
Share the live. See if we can get some folks to come join us before we get talking. But yeah, I seen that. Surprising that UFO was top of the list. I picked disappearances because I like those. I like those. The missing 411 type stuff. I really like those stories.
The missing 411s are getting really, really interesting. We can, I mean, especially if you go into digging into national park disappearances.
Yes.
There is so many people that disappear at national parks that come out of that just completely disappear. Hikers on the Appalachian Trail, all that, they just disappear. So yeah, disappearances is right up there running second, neck and neck. Man, I still can't believe that we're fighting on the UFOs. That seems to be a hot topic right now with everybody is what are we hiding? What do we have? I still have the belief that if it is brought about, that energy companies, the revolt and everything off that's going to be really hardcore because that's all zero energy type stuff. It's next level energy, and we know how our energy bills are as legal medical growers.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, and that I'm waiting for. I would love to have that free energy type thing. I'm hoping we get to see something like that in our lifetime. That'd be kind of neat. But then again, I don't know what's coming with that. It'd be all one world currency type shit when that happens, and then you don't have a status anymore, and yeah, so that kind of goes hand in hand. Just about every topic that you post is kind of hand in hand, like some of the missing shit with the UFO stuff, and like it's all goes hand in hand right there.
It does go hand in hand. It truly does. And tonight we're gonna speak of something that happened here in Las Vegas a few months ago. And we're going to dig into this conspiracy theory on this as well, because this kind of goes along with some other things that, we're talking about our trust since COVID and everything, and finding everything out that, a lot of people's trust in the medical system and everything else that faltered so bad.
Yes.
But here in Vegas, few months ago, there was a illegal bio engineering lab that was busted with a lot of bioengineered diseases that
Yeah.
could be caught, and this leads up to a lot of things, guys, with this topic. They were arrested, and I'm glad they got caught, seriously, because some of that stuff gets out. That's nasty virus stuff that, you know,
Yeah.
we don't want unleashed upon us. But it is a fear. I mean, we we were told that the virus from the COVID virus was an escape lab leak, you know, and with people, I mean, it don't matter what country you're in. We all have our own issues that we deal with as a country, and yeah, there people wishing to do bad to every country on the planet is here. And they're in those countries as well that they want to disrupt things and everything else. So the biggest, I mean, we don't even know where half these labs are. Okay. We don't even know what's coming next. Okay.
Yeah.
Some people fared better with COVID than others. Some people got blood, got hit with some heavy blows where we've lost people during COVID time and things like that. Uh, and that's something that we all should be curious about. We should be questioning where these labs are. Where's all this stuff? What is this gain of function research doing? I mean, this goes all through everything that we've had coming up, all the way through the news cycles coming up, even with Fauci himself, here lately. And when that got busted, and I don't like to talk on things too damn fresh, so I want to leave it a few months and let it roll. But this is something we can't prepare for. I mean, it is some of these diseases are made to get rid of mankind and leave the animal population.
Yeah, it's definitely something crazy to know that's what these scientists are doing. Like they've got this stuff that could end all the world population. Like could fuck everything up, and yet they're doing it. And like there's no purpose for it. I don't see a purpose for it. Maybe like why can't they put all of this time and effort into curing fucking cancer or some shit like that?
Yes, yes, and I'm glad you took it. You went into that topic because there are so many deadly diseases out there that we could spend our time on trying to come up
Yes.
with a solution, like cancer, like Parkinson, like Alzheimer's, like certain things that do happen where we're using it for the betterment of mankind, not to get rid of mankind.
Yeah.
And it sometimes So the biggest thing is I would, we never know when this is going to hit. You never know who's going to pull it, what's going to pull it, or where it's coming from. You know, we got to stop and think. The man himself that handled COVID was also chastised during the AIDS pandemic of the 80s. They wanted this guy's head on a pike from this. And, you know, this whole mRNA vaccine, the spike protein and everything does go back into the AIDS vaccine epidemic. The AIDS epidemic, excuse me. So, you know, and then, like I said, you have to worry about actors on another stage as well, you know, from all over, enemies, you know.
Right.
And
I don't know
and
a whole
then
lot about you.
then we, you know, and then, you know, we all went through the teledoctor and everything else during that time. You couldn't go see your loved ones in the hospital, you know, even if they were dying. You were kind of stuck on a well, sorry about your luck list.
Yeah, that's exactly how it was. Sorry about your luck. If you're lucky,
Oh,
you'll
you,
see him.
you know, one of my good, I mean, good family members. He was family. Kelly Bean, who the Fun Pots was kind of created about because he was dying at the time, and he said, "Do a Fun Pot in my honor, brother. That would be fun." And I said, "Hell yeah." He goes, "Let that craft work." Because he was an artist, man. He loved art, and we talked about it in depth. And you know, I think Kelly would have beat cancer if COVID wouldn't have happened, man. And the doctors shut down on him and pretty much packed up shop and left. All those patients, an oncologist said, "Fuck it, I'm done." You know, so, you know, I believe a lot of us, you know, we know that numbers were fudged. And there were proven numbers that were fudged because we had no flu deaths, we had no pneumonia deaths, but it was all COVID deaths. It really seemed to be a weird situation there on that one, on that front.
Yeah, it is. And the thing was I was kind of forced into having to get the fucking vaccination if I wanted to be able to go back to work and actually work. So that's what
There was
I was damned if
there
I
was
do and damned if I don't.
there was many in that case though that it was like, okay, you want to work, you want to make a paycheck, you know, instead of, you know, you can't live on nothing. And there were many in that boat that had to take a shot to work, you know, and whether, it don't matter what side of the argument you're on with this, it ruined people's lives. It ruined families. It ruined family businesses. It hurt the economy. It hurt our children. It it was one of the worst things that ever happened in American history that I know of around a virus. You know, Spanish influenza. Come on, guys. I mean, it killed a lot. Spanish influenza in 1918 killed a lot.
Yeah.
And to not have that, even in the charts, that those years were just really weird. But all these were created You gotta remember, bioweapons and all that were created to get rid of mankind and leave the infrastructure in place. But
Right.
they don't think about the after effects, what happens when that stuff is built. Um, I know it seems to be a strange conspiracy theory to be talking about because we do know they're out there, but it's also something that could be the end of mankind as we know it.
Yeah.
Okay. And that's something to think about. A conspiracy theory does not have to be a falsehood. There are more truths to them than you can ever think about. I mean, we have seen proof of UFOs. We've seen photographic proof of UFOs.
Yeah.
Okay. We've also had uh, abduction people that have been put under test that have passed that test, that lie detector test, and been like, okay, well, it doesn't mean that it's always a wrong thing. It's a conspiracy theory because there's so many different avenues that can be reached with it, even though some of it can be based off of truth. Now, can I say Bigfoot exists? No, I can't. I've never seen one. But have I heard some weird shit out in the woods that make your hair stand up on the back of your neck and on your arms? You damn skippy, I have.
That's the one thing that I've been holding out on, hoping that I would see some kind of evidence that be proved true. Like every fucking thing else is coming true right now, so I'm waiting.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for it to happen.
Yeah, it does kind of seem like that. The more that they throw that word conspiracy theory, it should be fact finder.
Yeah.
I
Wonder
mean,
if
I
the Bigfoot are the ones flying some of these goddamn crafts around here. Maybe they're like Chewbacca or some shit. Who fucking knows?
maybe, brother, maybe they are like a Chewbacca type character. Oh my God, that would be cool. And no
It would.
and Han Solo sitting in the background. Like they ain't gonna be scared of me. They're gonna be more scared of you.
Shit. Shit, it seems like the crazier we get, the truth comes out. Like all the crazy shit's coming true. So you never know. It
Well,
might happen.
it's the same thing that we were pitched about the AI being the greatest, newest thing, you know, and nobody took a look at the environmental impact that was going to throw on these towns and everything else. I mean, you see water bills shoot up 28% and electric bills and everything like that. Well, that's being passed on to somebody else off of somebody's government investment.
Fucking wild.
Now, supposedly, do not plant bamboo where a data center is going, please.
Yeah. Man, these data centers are like they're definitely popping up everywhere. They're that and then like the little the home ones where they're getting a lot of people around. I noticed it's a thing around here in St. Louis in the metro area. People are doing that contract type deal for 3 years or whatever, using their home as the
It's the same thing that they're doing here as well. I mean, that's true. They've got those little AI data centers that they put on the outside of your home. Well, we're going to give you a break on this and this and this and this. But is that break going to cover your water that it uses, the electricity, total, the whole 9 yards? How much out of pocket are you going to be hit with?
right. Yeah, I guess time will tell on that. See if it's even profitable or if it's a fucking problem. I feel like it's gonna be a problem. But then
It
again,
could be.
they might get it lined up.
It could be one.
Yeah.
I mean, every theory has its thing. Every damn one. Well, there's a possibility. Oh, pardon me.
Coughing up a lung.
Oh, that was a good one. Oh, that was a good one. Oh, wow, 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 wow. That curled my toes for a second.
Yeah. Thankfully, the weather kind of let up around here. It's not as hot as balls. Hopefully, it don't go back to that. But it's starting to feel
Hopefully.
decent. I'm sure it's still hot as balls out there in Vegas, isn't it? Is it hot out there with you right now, like real hot, or?
I think it was 111 today.
Oh yeah, that's hot.
Yeah, I think we were 111. Definitely.
Yeah, it says we're 80 degrees right now, and it feels nice outside.
80 degrees? Wow. Feels like 99.
Actually, let's see what they're saying. It really wasn't that bad out today. Like the humidity wasn't high like normal. It said it feels like 81 right now. So it's just right on the money. I'll take it. I'd rather have that than 111. Fuck that.
That is wild.
Yeah. Yeah. So I guess I wonder how does the outdoor grow around there for you guys? Is there anybody that does like outdoor all the time, or like do you know anybody on X or Instagram or anywhere that
Actually, David Dixon is close to me. I mean, he's within a vicinity of me. I mean, he does an outdoors. Um, most growers that do grow outdoors are very much so shade growers. Uh, Aluminate is a big thing out here for growing in the summertime. You'll see those nets, you know, 10, 12 foot in the air, and they've got a 70% shade UV blocker to them. It'll stop that. It'll drop that heat by about 15 to 20 degrees. Mulch is a big thing. Bigger pots. The thing about the area is with Vegas, you can grow as long as you grow strains that you can't get in Vegas vicinity, either in cartridge, vape, or flower. So you got to be really careful about what you're growing, law wise. And a lot of places around here, HOAs. They don't like the smells. They don't like that. Everything out here after the Raiders moved in, kind of HOA after a certain period of time, but they're being sued by the Supreme Court, which is finally a good thing because they're towing away people's cars that are parked not that are parked in the driveway and shit like that, not in the garage, being assholes and stuff like that.
Fuck that, man. Yeah, I don't like being told what to do about what I can and can't have in my yard, or if my plants got to match the neighbor's fucking plants, or whatever. Like, just some silly shit like that.
$3,500 fine for a lemon tree.
Whoa. Did you say 7,500?
3,500 for a lemon tree.
Damn. That's crazy.
Well, I didn't pay the $3,500. The lemon tree did get moved, but we there was a threat of a 40-foot UHF antenna in the backyard with the "come and take it" flag. So yeah, I do use what I can use against them, but it's still, right now it's a fight over that. And these here's a housing conspiracy theory on y'all that you guys probably ain't ever heard about. HOAs. HOAs were created to stop property ownership, period. Because if you're late on your dues, they can take your property. Your house needs to be painted, they can come in and put a lien on your home and take your home. This is all about, it will never belong to you, even though you pay taxes on it. It's never going to belong to you because you pay taxes, number one. And number two is the HOA.
Fucking HOA. Yeah. I definitely couldn't deal with it. That'd be hard to deal with for sure. So I like to do shit anyway.
And that's a lot of things that keep me from setting up an outdoor grow here, is because of that, because I can get strains to grow real well. I mean, actually, drip emitters and plenty of mulch, aluminate, and I want to tell you something. Straw, you put down your weed weed blocker, throw your straw on top of that, throw you some burlap on top of that straw. You're going to soak that shit down, dude, and that's going to pull your humidity up a little bit, and then you're going to use everything else with drip emitters or soakers.
Nice.
But you want big pots or big beds?
Yep. There's always a good way to do it. That's good to know, though, especially for extreme heat and whatnot. It's pretty cool that it can still be.
Well, we also got to remember, the bigger the pot, the cooler the roots, the more insulation the plant has.
Your audio is starting to break up.
What?
Your sound is starting to break up. Like when you talk, it goes good for a second, then it starts cutting.
Oh, lovely. Oh, lovely. Now I'm having technical difficulties.
Yeah, it's cutting out on like a key word. So when you're talking, it'll cut out something, and I'm like, oh, I try, and then I have to guess the topic or the main thing. But yeah, no, we're good though.
Yeah.
A little bit of.
Usually anything bigger is better here, because like I said, it's going to protect it from the heat, the cold, the whole 9 yards.
Yeah, I gotta finish up potting tonight, and next couple of days doing that. They're getting some bigger shoes, get ready for the flip.
Mine get topped tomorrow. They'll get bigger shoes this week. They'll go from 1 gallon to 3 gallon, and then I'll finish vegging them out a pretty good time, and then I'll go to 10 gallon with those that I've got. I can't wait for my next run. Seriously, my next run. I got some belief coming. I got some two dogs coming. Um, I'm going to be able to handle a set of two more plants from any genetic company. I'm going to be doing a series on Stoner Magazine on these three different breeders that I'm going to put put in it, and it's going to be a seed to cure article on the whole grow period on these three different sets of genetics. So I want to feature some breeders from the X community that have crossed over from Discord, IG, some of the other places to kind of help get the word out about their stuff as well, because there's some banging genetics out there in our community, guys. I mean, seriously. Uh, you run some as well. You run. I hear nothing but good, but from old soul. I mean, who is it? Old school chronic. Yeah, I hear nothing but good about them people, and then I hear, and then of course we have Romulan Jake, which is a crowd pleaser. Believe. Well, Two Dogs is brand new coming up, so to throw him with Belief, from everything that I'm seeing that the plant throws that they've been posting, and even on their alternative page, uh, you'll be able to see a lot more if you're invited to it. And you can really look at the genetics and the different styles, different growers, and things like that. And everything I've seen about those genetics are good. So I want to bring that one to the forefront with Belief, because Belief, man, these guys, I can't believe these guys hooked me up with almost over $1,000 worth of genetics, man. I mean, some of them were they just stuffed a pack full for me.
Yeah, I'm waiting on something from Belief too. I just spoke with him and emailed last night, and he responded back this morning. So we're definitely gonna have some cool. I don't know what's coming, but we're about to see, and we're gonna do some more. Like I told him, I'd like to showcase some growth like that. Like I'm getting back into the whole filming stuff and getting everything going. And that's kind of what my hype tin is. It's got, I just threw that name in there for one because it's Soulfire and Exotic was like the main characters. But then I've got all the other people that may not get as much limelight as those two big names. So that's kind of what I'm doing. And I feel like some of the smaller names are gonna crush Soulfire and Exotic to me. In what I've got going. So we will see.
We will see. That's the whole deal. We will see. That's the way it is with me too, because that's what I'm wanting to do with Stoner Magazine is showcase a few of these genetics of these. I mean, Belief has got a good following. I mean, they really do. But Two Dogs, they're brand new. I want to put them with them, and see what else I can throw in there with that. To figure it out, to finish out the two, because I'll run two from them and two from them and two from another, probably same strain, just two of each. Keep everything to 6.
Yeah, I'm ready to see what kind of winners that I get out of the Belief stuff. Like every one of the pictures he posts is just amazing. Like covered in trichomes, like stupid covered. Like the plants look great. Like, and they're not like. I like that he's got more of a hybrid type deal too. Like and leans more towards sativa on a lot of this stuff too. And they finish within in a good range within the 10 to 11 week range. So that perfect timing. Like, and it's not too long. And like I can't wait to see how they smoke, and if they smoke anything like they look, then we should be on to something.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Everything that belief that I've seen out of belief has been one of those that it's if it smokes like it looks, it's going to be amazing, and that's all I can say.
Yeah, and I got some bloom seeds. I just got those the other day from Bloom Seed Co.
I seen you got some blooms in.
And I got some Thug Pug and Fresh Coast. I got I think it's Meat Breath F2 from Thug Pug and the Swagoo from Fresh Coast. So I'm hoping
I
to get
had
some new herbs.
I had my eye on some meat breath at one time on a auction on Strangely, of all places, man, and I lost that auction.
Yeah. Right now at Turpey's Seed Bank, they've got a deal on a lot of Thug Pug stuff right now. It's $50 for the pack of them. That's not bad, man. Anywhere else, like I've been seeing around $100 range. So
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Those are usually $100.
yep. Yeah, and they hooked up a bunch of freebies too at Turpey's. So I'm cool with that. I always like freebies.
Well, Brother Grimm's got a hell of a deal going on right now, as of right now, still as well. Those are solid genetics. They are always solid genetics out with when it comes to a strain. And that is, yeah, Brother Grimm's has always been a solid worker. That's one thing I can say.
Yeah, every time I go check the site out, I'll put the Space Queen and Ossifer in my cart. Like I keep wanting to get them, keep wanting to, and like I think that you just reminded me, I might do that this weekend because I really want to grow the Space Queen and then Ossifer. Those are high up there.
And I might throw some genius juice for a brother Grimm's in with that run and do that. Brother Grimm's genius juice against the Belief and the Two Dogs.
I've got the Bubbles Blueberry going and Pink Portal OG. So I've got a couple of them thrown in the mix over here too. See how they fare. Like budget friendly seeds and genetics. Let's see how it stacks up to the ones that cost a lot of money. And I feel like you're going to get a lot of bang for your buck on these ones that are significantly cheaper too. Like people see the lower price and then they're like, oh, this can't be good if it's that the price is that low.
Yeah.
Not every seed or seed maker or breeders want to try to like charge thousands of dollars for their seeds. Sure, everyone would like to, but fuck, I mean, people are just being real, and some growers, breeders just want people to have their genetics and grow it, and that makes them feel good and stuff. Like they want their stuff being passed around.
I will say one thing that is a shocking one is Force of Nature.
Yes.
They are very, very inexpensive feeds. Matter of fact, I'm smoking a Sour Diesel Super Blue Cherry that just come out BB pack. 10 days. I'm smoking on some of that and some Orange Gasm from Weed Vet, which I think he worked off of Erie Genetics with that Orange Gasm, if I remember right. Don't quote me because I could be wrong, but I will say one thing is it's there at Sour Diesel Super Boost Cherries and bangers, and same with the Orange Gasm.
I just pulled up Force of Nature Genetics website. You know, they still got the hell of a deal there. Super Buff Cherry S1 is $20 for a pack of those. They're pure Michigan pure Michigan Cross Super Buff is 20. The tag-alongs for the Super Buff is 20. Like everything's $20. Ran a hell of a deal.
The pure Michigan was crossed with what was that?
The Super Buff Cherry. Pure Michigan, the Super Buff Cherry.
They had a pure Michigan white truffles cross at one time. That was an amazing strain. And I know, I think they're reworking some of their stuff as of right now, as because I don't think he's going anywhere. I hope not.
Yeah, I hope not either. I definitely got to get some of those. That price is going to be it. They look good. Like all the plants that I've seen grown from his stuff look good. Definitely something I would like to have in my
Every plant I've seen from them has always been one of those that you're one of the. They always look good. I mean, I've never. And everyone I've ever grown has been out the ballpark. Even when they had autoflowers, had some autoflowers going. I grew a Mango Smile great crinkleberry. The Mango Smile was off of the Mephisto's Mango Smile. And that was one of the most tastiest strains I had ever grown, man, and still is, because it's one I can't leave alone. It tastes that good. It's like, okay, I'm hit with a fruity taste. It's kind of like Tropical Zope from Tiki Madman. That's another one that's hard to leave alone. You know, if anybody's ever run any Tiki genetics, they're a different animal in themselves.
Yeah, I love that blackberry. I've got probably about a 2-gram nugget of it left, and I've been savoring. I had to crack open what I had saved in the refrigerator because I was just wanting that. It tastes like fucking Fruit Loops, that blackberry does. Like it's literally got the same profile. You just smell like the citrus smell you get when you open a box of Fruit Loops. A little bit of fruit too. Like it's perfect. I love it. So that one's coming back around soon too.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Because that's.
He's got
I get it.
Tiki's got a sale going on right now on tikicuts.com. Any cut you buy, he'll throw a freebie cut in. So it's whatever he chooses off of the site. So you get good deal. And then he's got the dealer's choice. If you pay, it's $99, and he picks 2 different cuts out, and then plus the freebie, so three cuts.
So you get 3 cuts for $99. That's a good buy, and that's at Tiki's right now.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, they're great with like customer service too. Anything ever happens, man, he's quick to fix the problem. Like he doesn't make you feel stupid if something happens. You know, like some of these will if you email them and tell them you're having issues, they'll fucking start treating you like you're some newbie or an idiot or something. And they're very, very personable for sure.
I enjoyed when I bought the Tropical Zope, I bought it in seed form, and they were fast. They were real fast.
Yep. Yeah, they most definitely are. They're on top of it. I think it's his wife and daughters that help him out a lot. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what he's got going on. So he's got a pretty good system of getting it out, which is always a good thing. Yeah, that's all I really think about with as far as sales going on right now. But yeah, I think that's what you
Romulan Jake's got a box set dropping in October. It's going to be $300 for the box set. There's going to be a free set of genetics in that as well. So you're going to wind up with $400 worth of genetics, all feminized. Some of these plants going in this box set. Two of those I tested, which was the Dank Diggler and the Magic Bronson. Both really good medical strains, good recreational strains as well. Will put you out. Actually, a really, really good two strains that were just phenomenal that I got to run. And from what I understand from Island Herbs, what he tested that I didn't, and from Eddie Case and Jennings testing what I didn't test out of that set that was sent out, that whole set was just nothing but bangers. Every one of them.
That's what I've seen. Like everything looks amazing too. Like
the Jake Diggler, which is the pure Kush garlic cocktail, I believe was it, or garlic something. It's garlic. All I know is it was garlic, and it has the most beautiful funk to the plant. Growing it, from flower all the way to finish, it had that garlicky funk, man. It was like that Kush garlic, and it was just, oh my God. I can't say enough of it. It was one of the most tastiest strains I had smoked in a Kush in a long time.
That's why I'm really interested in a lot of his stuff, is because he's got all of the more savory, funky type terps, and he's not overloaded with dessert terps and all that kind of shit. Now, I don't know, does he have any that's kind of sweet? Does he have any sweet cultivars?
Not that I have grown yet. Yes, that I have grown. And I've grown quite a few of Jake's right now. I mean, the Doria, the Robascotti, some of the original strains that I did get to grow a Grateful from his that was, oh my God. It was just dank great. That's all it was.
Would you say Grateful Breath? Is that what it was?
It was called Grateful. No, Grateful.
Oh, okay.
And what I'm saying is it was just dank great. That's all it was. Dank great.
That's what I'm talking about.
And we actually, that one, he never reworked. And when me and him had the conversation about the plant, he goes, I should have saved that one. I should have just retired her for a little bit and saved that one. Because, brother, I had never grown anything like it. Matter of fact, I'm a person that will tell you I have never fallen in love with the genetic in my life. So far, two breeders have I fallen in love with their genetics. Romulan Jakes and AD Case and Jennings. Because, brother, they brought back something I thought was lost. You know how everybody's saying, well, this tastes the same, man. No, man. Each one has got a funky difference to it, dude, and it slaps. It slaps like 90s weed from back in the day.
That's what I love about everything that I've done with the old school chronic so far. Anything that I've popped, it's been just like you said. It's like from back in the day, like it's got flavor. We got something with some substance to it, Like back when people didn't give a shit what THC numbers were or anything. They went by the smell and the look of it, and like They let the fucking bud do the talking. But now it's all about these flashy numbers, these high numbers. Get this, get that, and a lot of the shit got lost, man. It got lost in the sauce, if you will. I think we're headed toward that direction now, though. I feel like the curve is coming back. I feel like a lot of people are getting over that full fruity dessert profile and then when you smoke the weed, it doesn't have, like you said, it's like not much flavor to it, and it's not as loud. Like it's kind of mute. Like you don't.
It's kind of like a flat note.
Yes. Just like if you crack the jar on it, it wouldn't be that noticeable versus some of the old school shit. If you was to open a jar on it or had a bag in your pocket, people are going to fucking smell it. Like they know that's what I've been searching for. And so far I've been right on the money with some of the stuff here lately. Hopefully I've got my fingers crossed it's still going that direction. And I hope that some of the belief stuff is pretty nasty, because he does a lot of the savory, like funky terps too. If you've read a few.
I got some regs in from Sanctuary Seed just not long ago, just the other day.
Yeah.
I got a White Widow with a 95 something cross. I'm trying to remember off the top of my head. But, that's something that, like you said, it's one of those things where I'll be looking forward to working with these regulars, because I'll grow X amount of regulars with my feminized as well to kind of work some of these regulars in, because I have to. I mean, I'm allowed. I know each state has different plant counts and things like that, and sometimes when you got a low plant count in certain states and things, it's better to go feminized instead of regs, because sometimes it's just the way the cookie crumbles with them sometimes.
And I like growing regs because I can find some really strong. Well, but I've been doing a lot of projects that I'm trying to do right now too. But I don't have anything against the feminized. Like I'm not going to be one of those people that feed it into your head. Oh, it's got to be regs and photo period regs only, and fuck autoflowers. No, man, I'm for all of it. There's a place for every bit of it, man.
There is.
Yeah, and like you said, there's the plant count. A lot of people have to have certain, and they don't want to pop six plants or whatever, and because that's their limit. And then turns out they get 4 fucking males out of the batch, and they wasted all that goddamn time, and taking up their plant count over that, So I'm for the feminized. I'm for autoflowers.
I'm also for autoflowers for people who live in, we live in pretty good towns, and we've been in apartments that are the size of shoe boxes, bro, but have a good window that gets good 8 hours of light. You're supplementing just a little light for your autoflower plant for a couple autoflowers in a couple 3-gallon pots, Dude, it's perfect for somebody that has autos are really good for people that have limited space, man. Seriously. But there's some big autos out there. I've ran some really big autos. I've ran some Mephisto genetics that were just Mephistos, KC genetics, Brother Mendel's, Mephisto speed runs. I've ran some big autos.
Yeah, so far, my biggest to date autoflower was blueberry donkey something. It's from fucking Dream Beans. That one was massive, but that was also grown in deep water culture. That one got fucking giant. Then the second biggest one ever has been my Chemicots. It got over 4 foot tall and I like that one. So, and the genetics in that one are from Fast Bloods and St. Albans Genetics.
The biggest one I ran today is Jehovah's Witness from Speed Run and Granite Hay and Four Ass Monkey from Mephisto, and both plants were pound plants, but they were not over 3 foot tall, but they were just
yeah.
Dude, it took everything to hold them up.
I had three of those four ass monkeys, whatever you just said from Mephisto. I had those last summer or whatever it was, and that's what Frank fucked up. He ate a bunch of those little seedlings, and I was so sick because I never had, that's the first time I was getting ready to grow Mephisto, and Frank said, "Not today." He fucked up a bunch of shit.
That's like Bingo ate my pink taco from Trichome Kings. Dude, he ate my pink taco from Trichome Kings. And I was looking forward to growing that plant with Luffy Gardner at the time. I was looking forward to doing the side-by-side run with the brother. And we had it all timed out. And he ordered Jack London from Zeno, and I ordered Jack London, but I was able to start my Jack Londons a little bit sooner than he was, so he's going to be a few weeks behind from running Jack London's. But that was one I was looking forward to actually, growing out with these, man. But that Jack London from Zeno Seeds, these guys aren't bad price genetics either. Really good and really stout plants, man. I mean, one's throwing more of the squatty indica characteristics, while the other one is a more lankier sativa throw on it, because you got the Jack Hare cross with the runts on that. So each one's throwing its different characteristics. I'm hoping the one that's leaning more towards the indica side brings out the runts, and the other one brings out the Jack Hare side. So, or I would really love a good just 50-50 right down the center of that and see how that's going to rock out. So I've been looking forward to Jack London. What else? Voodoo Breath is in flower finally after all this time. I'm starting to cool down, so my clones are okay. They're not the best, but they're not the worst either. The heat on these clones can be devastating at times, and sometimes keeping my temp below 80 degrees is a fight here.
Yeah, I lost a couple of cuts during my power outage, and then during that extreme heat. And when the power went out, it was extremely fucking hot, so it cooked a couple. I lost the Sour Trop Cherry and my Dante's Inferno from Tiki. Yeah, I never even got the Sour Trop Cherry.
And that Dante's Inferno, everything I've seen off of that plant, I have seen several pictures of Dante's Inferno.
I'm hoarding some in there. I love it. It's good.
Arizona Grows did a Dante's Inferno, man, and it really wound up being one of his better grows, man. He grew that one from Tiki. He killed that one on his living soil. So yeah, builder soil all the way. That guy is.
Yeah, I was hoping to be able to run that one back with Dante's Inferno. I may just have to break down and buy it again, because it's worth having. It's definitely worth having, especially if I want to plan on making some more seeds and stuff. I'd love to have that.
Now, let's see. I think I got Dante's Inferno in seed form.
Yeah,
I don't think I got it in clone. I got it in seed form when I got it, because I ordered. I'm I have gotten some bad cuts in my days that brought some shit into my gross, and I do quarantine my plants like you should, but I'm so picky about taking cuts. Now you, I'm gonna take a cut from because I know you're clean and everything else, and vice versa. And of course, I'm going to isolate that plant no matter what. I mean,
That's why I do love the cuts from Tiki is because they're fully tested. They've got the papers you can click
hmm
on, like, and like they're verified, and you know he's clean, and especially with it coming from the fucking tissue culture lab and stuff, and him keeping them that way, so he has to be 100% clean with it. So
right.
that's why I like it. Yep. Oh shit! It's 8 o'clock. Well, tell you what. Thank you for coming and hanging out with us. Thank you again, Duck. It was a good hour of bullshitting and just chit
Hey,
chat.
we even touched a conspiracy theory before we got into growing tonight. So
Yep,
remember,
sure did.
guys, keep an eye on your local news. Pay attention for this shit that's going around with these labs that's popping up. You never know what's going to be in your backyard. Have a good night, all.
Sir. See you.
See ya.
All right, guys. Y'all have a good night. Again, this was intended for a mature audience only. Peace.